Park Jimin holds a suspect by the collar and pushes him into the cell. You idiot! Did you think you could just flee from us? And thinking you could escape from my team is nearly impossible. Jimin sighs in relief as yet another case is closed. He sits down in a chair. What? I've erased. Jimin also raises his eyebrows, making you roll your eyes. Get back to work. Jimin's eyes widen. Hua, great Officer Ryan. We just completed a case and now you want me to get back to work? I need at least a day rest. He argues. Will you at least have a cup of coffee with me? He asks hesitantly. You glare at him. He hands up in a surrender motion. Just because we finished the case. It has been 2 years. Every single time we finish a case, you ask me for coffee and chuckles. Every time you rejected me, smile. He sits down, pouting. For the past 2 years, he had mustered the courage to ask you out, but you never agreed. His eyes drift to you as you play with the pen, study the papers. The way your hair sways slightly in the air is breathtaking for him. His thoughts were interrupted as the Officer Yoongi enters. Commissioner Namjoon is calling us. The 3 of you are the best team in the department. You enter the room together and Namjoon slides a file onto the table. This is a new case, pending for almost 5 months. 2 case files means 2 cases. No, I think they are related, but that's just my point of view. If you think they are connected, otherwise choose one to tackle first. But since your team completed a case today, go and take a rest. No, it's okay. Of course, how? We have the greatest officer in our team who never sleeps. Blink. His sarcastic tone makes you roll your eyes. Ryan, come on, take a break. She will be practicing to take your post. Jimin and Yoongi giggle. Get back to Yoongi and Jimin in unison. Work. Yes, ma'am. They both rush outside, picking up the files. You shake your head and smile internally. Soon you will be studying both files when Yoongi chimes in. Want to grab a juice? You nod. Okay, let me get one for you. Jimin's eyes widen as he looks between you and Yoongi. You sense his movement and glance up. What? Frowning. Gasping dramatically. If you don't like coffee, you should have told me. I could have gotten you juice. What the hell? I have been asking for 2 years and you are just rejecting me because it's coffee and not juice? Jimin's expression is one of betrayal. You start laughing. Jimin's eyes widen. He is captivated by you. Your lips, your eyes, everything. You are so pretty. Your cheeks puff up while you laugh and his heart feels like it might explode. Idiot, I like coffee. Jimin snaps out of his trance and gulps. So why? Because I don't like you? Jimin places one hand on his heart and pretends to fall over. You gasp and stand up concerned, but he effortlessly flips back up. You must be blind. His sassy tone and expression leave you momentarily speechless. Jimin, be serious. Yoongi enters holding the juice. What happened? Nothing. Get back to. They both take a seat and resume working. The next day, Yoongi rushes to you both. Another murder happened. What? Glares. Crime scene. She was shot in the chest, just like the other 2 victims. But this could also be a coincidence. In police work, there is no such thing as coincidence. She might be right. It cannot be a coincidence. Walk away. Later. Yes, smiling. Yoongi pats Jimin on the back. Yes, you did it. Looks at you, Jimin founds a clue. Really? Excitedly. You rush to Jimin and lean over his desk. The closeness is comfortable, but Jimin's heart races uncontrollably, as if screaming from the intimacy. He closes his eyes to savor the moment, thinking, for a one-sided lover like me, this closeness feels like a divine blessing. The dates of murders are all odd numbers. October 31st, December 31st, January 31st. So, the next one is March 31st. We need to catch him before this. You pat Jimin on the back. Good job. Jimin ears turn red. Hey, why are your ears red? You turn around frowning. Jimin pretends to sneeze. I must have caught a cold. Hesitantly. Go see a doctor? No, it's normal. He glares at Yoongi, clutching his heart to calm himself, but then you all hear a shot and quickly rush out of your cubicle. You can't put me behind bars. I will kill you all. Put your gun down. You point your weapon at him. Jimin smacks and slides a chair towards the criminal, making him drop his. You rush to subdue the criminal, but he seizes you as a hostage. Brandishing a sharp piece of glass from a broken vase, Jimin takes a cautious step forward. The criminal catches his movement. He turns to stab you, but Jimin reacts faster than the vampire. He grabs the criminal's hand, twists it, and holds him by the collar. Jimin then pushes him harder, throwing him to another floor. All the officers rush to the criminal downstairs. You glance at Jimin, who watches in the distance, adjusting his collar to reflect his demeanor. For 10 minutes, I have seen you staring at her. Jimin Phelps shakes his head. What happened? She didn't flinch at all. Shocked. How can she be so perfect in everything she does? Gasp. Yoongi froze. How can a girl be this perfect? Her eyes, her beauty, everything. Isn't it illegal to look like this? Disbelief. Yoongi clears his throat as he walks towards them. I am leaving early today. See you guys later. You turn to leave, but Jimin keeps staring off into the distance, lost in thought. Without warning, he picks up a pen and pretends to stab Yoongi in the eye, making him flinch. What the hell's wrong with you? He says angrily. You flinched. I guess I am not alone. But she didn't. Disbelief. He recalls the moment when he didn't flinch from the glass shard. You are being crazy. Jimin leans back in his chair, thinking more and more about you. The deeper he reflects, the harder he falls. Soon Yoongi left and Jimin went to his deep slumber, daydreaming about you. I love you. Yeah, Officer Park Jimin makes up from his deep sleep. What the hell is wrong with you, bro? Shock. Jimin blinks, trying to process everything. By the way, what did the girl say? The girl you proposed to? Yoongi wiggles his eyebrows. Jimin is too stunned to respond. You lean in closer to Jimin. Whisper to me so no one can hear mischievously. Jimin blinks but smiles. Aren't you a bit desperate to know? He raises his eyebrows. You back away instantly. By the way, she answered, yeah, Officer Park Jimin. You turn around glaring at him. Jimin and Yoongi burst out laughing. Get back to work. They instantly stop laughing and return to their task. Yoongi, I ask you for some information. Yeah, I will give it to you in an hour or more. I will give you just 1 hour. You sigh and walk towards the canteen, craving something delicious after getting up late the morning. Just as you are about to order, Yoongi rushes to you. We found the best lead. You and Yoongi hurry back to the office. Look, they are the sisters of the gang members who belong to the white-collar mafia led by Kim Thyung. Great. Here's the bonus news. He turns the laptop screen towards you. Plus, all the victims visit his club, and he has 10 clubs. I want to arrest Kim Thyung, but the way he hides the evidence is insane. I know he is behind half of the crimes, but we don't have proof, right? Jimin, let's go. You start walking and Jimin follows you. Yeah, where? Curious. But you both left Yoongi's side. In the car. Where are we going? To meet Kim Thyung. Jimin presses the brake pedal, causing the car to jerk. You glare at him, giving him a what look. Like this? Rolls eyes. No. Smiles. Come with me. He steps out of the car and follow you to the shop. Go find something like clubwear. Oh, that's not your style. Let me help you. No need. I will handle this on my own. You push him to the men's side of the store. After a while, Jimin waits impatiently for you to show up. He's eager to see you in clubwear and smiles shyly, knowing that if you look amazing, he might not be able to handle it. The door opens and you came out. Jimin looks you up and down. His eyes softens in shock. Officer Ryan, you are wearing a trench coat? Jinja, shut up. Eyes roll. Let me pay. No need. I'm not going to let you pay. It's not a gentleman thing. Fine. You smirk and start to leave. How much? 100,000 won. Jimin gulps, thinking, what the hell, this trench coat costs 63,000 won? He pays and then leaves the store. Are you sure about wearing this? By the way, it's a private club. How can we get in? Jimin, you asked so many questions. And you didn't answer any of my questions. Wow, sarcastically. Just a minute and your questions will be answered. Smiles. He stops the car as the destination arrives. You remove your trench coat, revealing a stunning dress that hugs your curves smoothly. Jimin forgets to blink. Isn't this too much? You chuckle. At the gate, the guard stops you. Jimin shows his membership card and the guards let you both in. Huh? I have a membership card. Your jaw drops as Jimin keeps his hand on your wrist, guiding you to the dance floor. Do you know how to dance? You glare at him and snake your arms smoothly around his neck. This can be dangerous, Officer Ryan smacks. Try me. Jimin pulls you closer. You start looking around. Go, show your flirting skills to that girl. Jimin looks over at the girl. Attendant, are you crazy? Park Jimin flirts have some standards. Go and bring out the visitor list. It's an order. You whisper in his ear, sending chills to his body. Let me see your flirting powers. Smack. Jimin's breath hitches when you whisper so close to him. His heart is screaming to make you his, but he can't. He is bounded by your boundaries. Go. He adjusted his collar, and as you are about to leave, he pulls your hand, causing your face to bump into his hard chest. He takes out an earpiece and puts it in your ear. Stay connected. You nod and leave. Jimin thinks, when will you understand my care for you? With a deep sigh, he leaves. You walk to the bar counter. Never saw you before, pretty lady. You smile, while Jimin shakes his head multiple times, hearing the bartender compliment you. You are about to say something when you hear Jimin flaunting his flirting skills, thinking, such a flirt. With your eyes widen when Jimin says, done, smack. Good. You stand up from the chair and are about to leave when two strange arms catch you and your eyes meet. Jimin watches everything from the corner, his anger rising as he clenches his fist. Hi, I am Thyung, the owner of the club as known as B. Nice to meet you. I have never seen you here before. Chuckles. I was going somewhere else, but my boyfriend sighed. That jerk ditched me. So I just ended up here. I'm not a fan of this place. Chuckles. Nice sense of humor. Gulps. By the way, tell me that jerk's name. Why? He leans closer to you, causing Jimin to close his eyes in pure rage. His heart and mind is screaming to punch Kim Tae-young, but he stops himself for the sake of his duty, to let him know how unfortunate he is for ditching you. You are debating whom to name when you close your eyes and a name comes to mind. Jimin. Jimin smiles ear to ear, all his anger vanishing as you say his name. For a gorgeous girl like you, everything is free at any of my club branches. You can go whenever you want and drink as much as you want. I guess my boyfriend ditching me brings me luck. You wink at him and accept the VVIP card he offers. He bites his lips as you leave. In the car. So when did I ditch you? Teasing him. You look at him frowning, but in a minute you understand. You glare at him. At least in disguise, I can be your boyfriend. Smirk. Shut up. Eyes roll. Hear the bartender talking to someone. Yeah, you? He said that Kim Tae-young's men are so loyal. This means that maybe the killer is Tae-young's rival. He wants all his men to turn against him. You nod. I called Yoongi and already sent him the visitors list. Now let me drop you home. We will figure something out tomorrow. Outside your house. I should ask you to come inside, but I know you won't refuse, so I'm not asking. He giggles and waits for you to go inside. Just as you do, you hear a car screech. You quickly rush outside and see a truck hit Jimin's car. You rush to the truck and handcuff the driver before hurrying to Jimin. Your eyes welled up in tears as you looked at the condition of the car. You gulp. As you approach, he steps out of his car. I'm okay, assuringly. You call the police and soon they take the driver into custody. For the time being, you ask Jimin to go inside and rest. You enter the house and see him lying on the couch with his eyes closed. You can't tell if he is sleeping or unconscious. Your heart pounds in your chest as you keep your hand over it. Calm down. Why is your heart racing? He is safe. Nothing happened to him. Jimin is just lying there with closed eyes, hearing everything. He smiles internally, feeling relieved that at least you showed you care for him. Or perhaps your ignorance is so great that he wonders if you might be giving him a chance for his one-sided love. You're about to call a doctor when he suddenly grabs your hand. No need, you are hurt badly. It's not that bad. You shake your head and rush to get the first aid kit. Hesitantly, can you please remove your shirt? Your wish is my command. He chuckles and you frown. Idiot. Rolls eyes. He removes his shirt and you see his shoulders bleeding badly. You gasp and start tending to his wound, promptly yet delicately. As you blow air onto his injury, the sensation feels and pulls back. What happened? Startled. Oh no, guess, did I hurt you? I'm so sorry. I'm not good at this. You stop and gasp as he pulls you towards him. You make me feel something I have never felt before. Your eyes widen. Every day I tell myself that you are never going to be mine. But with every beat, my heart screams that it wants you, only to rule over me. You gulp, unable to respond as your mind struggles to accept what he is saying. My JiminFF. You back away, leaving Jimin in utter shock. Will you please leave? Just then your phone rings and you pick it up. What? Shocked. We are coming. You look at Jimin. What happened? Let's go. You both enter the office. So, do you want to tell us something? Nay. You slam your hands on the table. Why did you attack Jimin's car, huh? Tell me. Angrily. Jimin smirks, seeing your anger on his behalf. Because Kim Tae-young asked me to kill your jerk boyfriend who dumped you. Your eyes widen as you remember that you mentioned his name. Boyfriend? Shock. Jimin chuckles, earning a glare from you. That idiot Kim Tae-young? Enough with the jokes. Tell me if you have any clue about why Tae-young's gang member sister is dying. I don't know much, but I guess the next target is Tae-young's sister. Time escapes. We have to protect her. Who? Froning. Who are you talking about? Tawao. Yoongi and Jimin look at each other, frowning. At the commissioner rooms. I heard about you, Jimin. Take a leave. Smile. No sir, I am fine. Luckily, nothing major happened. I want permission. Hesitantly. Namjoon raises his eyebrows, signaling you to continue. I want to provide protection for Tae-young's sister Kim Jenny. What? Glaring. Why do you want to do that? Sir, we believe she might be the next target. Plus, living close to Tae-young can help us find a lead. Protecting a criminal's sister? Scope. I'm not supporting you in that. Sigh. Jimin. No way. Not at all. Denial. Jimin leaves the room. Sir, please, although I know that Kim Tae-young is a criminal, we have no proof against her sister. She is innocent. Pleading. Wine. I think Wine is right. Please give us a chance. Sigh. Okay, fine. Yoongi, don't worry about Jimin. He will be here tomorrow morning. He will support you. You smile. Yoongi, are you okay? Yoongi nods as today marks almost 10 years since he lost his brother. While you were just a junior officer here, you sigh. Only you and Namjoon know that Yoongi had a brother, and that day, because of his duty, he lost his younger brother. You gulp and leave. Next day, let's go. You open the car door, surprised to see Jimin already in the driver's seat. Let's go, we are getting late. You and Yoongi smile. I knew you would always support her. You and Jimin look at each other. After Jimin's confession, this line doesn't feel normal anymore. It holds deeper meaning now. At Tae-young's place. So you are the officer? He nods, glaring at you. What are you all doing here? Listen, I am here to protect your sister. She needs it. Tae-young starts laughing maniacally. You mean that I, Kim Tae-young, wasn't able to protect my sister? Yes, he can. Why not? Shrug. But as far as I know, after the second murder, you and your man started protecting each other's sister. But what happened? Sigh. The third murder occurred. And what did you all do? The thing is, you still can't find the killer. Tae-young passes him a glare. We will find it together. Tae-young looks at you. He doesn't want to, but we are still trying. Whisper sarcastically to Yoongi. Well, it's okay if you don't want to. Okay? But let me tell you, my most trusted man is with my sister. He is not going to let anything happen to her. He will be here in a minute. Soon Jungkook and Jennie enter. Yoongi and Jungkook's eyes lock and they widen, both taking a deep gulp. Jungkook halts and Yoongi's eyes turn red from sadness. You notice Yoongi's expression and feel shocked. But Jennie diverts your attention. Who are they, Oppa? Interval, take a moment to like. She asks to attract your attention. I am a police officer here for your protection. Officer? Police? Oppa? I trust her. Us. He means he trusts us. You purse your lips and look at Jimin, shaking your head in disbelief at his jealousy. Jimin and Tae-young glare at each other if they could kill with just their stares. Whatever, scoff. Meet Jungkook, Jennie's bodyguard, and my best friend like a brother. Jungkook strides to Tae-young, but his eyes never leave Yoongi's, capturing your thoughts. Time skips. He never tried to call me or meet me. So did you, Hyung said. I thought I was your stepbrother. So what, idiot? I cried every night. I couldn't sleep because I lost my brother. You gasp, hearing everything. Leave the mafia world and come with me. No. Sighs. Hyung saved me that day and kept me with him, treating me like a brother. I'm not going to leave him now. I'm in the police and you, my brother, are in the mafia. Pretend like we never met again. Sigh. Yoongi takes a deep sigh. You leave remembering how when you were newbies in the police force they sent you with higher officers to save Jungkook. You were outside controlling the situation, never getting a chance to go inside, and later the higher officers inform you that they couldn't save Jungkook. Yoongi wasn't part of the case due to the rules. Officers cannot take part in cases involving personal reasons. You sigh and are about to leave for your room when you see Jimin talking to Jenny. She is so flirtatious, he never misses a chance. That idiot. Your eyes widen as Jimin catches you mumbling something. He smirks and struts towards you. Done eavesdropping? You gulp as he holds your hand and guides you towards the garden. She loves Jungkook. You gasp. What? Shocked expression. Nothing. Gulps. Plus, she's a nice girl. So you are saying that I made a good decision to protect her? Miguel eyebrows. Jimin is shocked to see this playful side of you. He's never seen you act this way before. He nods unintentionally, making you smile the next day. Onni, you are amazing. You smile as you and Jenny sit in the garden making a flower crown, unaware that three men, Jungkook, Jimin, and Taehyung, are watching you. Interestingly, Jungkook glances at Jenny with a smile, while Taehyung and Jimin are lost in your eyes, never looking away. They both smile as they watch you giggle with Jenny. Uni, let's go to the nearest department store. Don't say no. I was tired of hanging around with Jungkook. Even though I love him and he's the best, I want some girly time alone. And Oppa will only allow it if you come with me. Time skips. No, don't you trust my aunt? Raises an eyebrow. Okay, fine. Sigh. You look at Jimin and see him lost in you, captivated by your beauty. So you decided to speak. Don't worry, I will handle it. Smile. With that you leave, but midway you notice Yoongi's absence. After almost half an hour of gossip, eating ramen and drinking soju, you and Jenny decide to walk home. Meanwhile, Taehyung's phone rings and when he answers, he hears a voice on the other end. Your sister is going to die with your new lover. Also remind the officer of today's date. Smack. Jimin overhears everything since the call is on the speaker and rushes to save you and Jenny. Before Taehyung can say anything else, the caller hangs up. Taehyung picks up his gun and rushes to save you both. On the other hand, you are having a lot of fun with Jenny, something you have missed for years. Now you are realizing that living life is just as important as your duty. You think of Jimin and smile, remembering his confession. Deep down, you want him to confess again, as his first confession already took your heart. You smile brightly, unaware that Jenny has been watching you for a while. Think about Jimin, right? Ah, my poor brother, sadly. You are shocked, but before you can react, you notice red laser dot on Jenny. Quickly you push her out of the way just as the shooter misses, hitting the tree instead. At the moment, Jimin and Taehyung rush in, shooting the attackers. They both turn to you and ask in unison, "Are you alright?" You look at them in disbelief while Jenny laughs. "I think I'm in danger." They gulps while Jimin passes him a glare. "Take care of your sister, you piece of," angrily, Jimin. Another shot was made and Jimin and Taehyung both provided cover for you and Jenny. You also pull out your gun and start shooting at the men. The venue becomes a shooting arena, only one of the assassins left. "Don't kill him, we need information." Before you can finish, the shooter raises his weapon towards you and Taehyung fires, taking him down. Jimin tries to intervene but it's too late. "Idiot," angrily. "Shut up," he glares. "If you want them for interrogation, that's not my concern." "Not your concern, idiot. We are here saving your sister," burning in anger. "I didn't ask you in the first place." You quickly step between them before the argument escalates. "Guys, this isn't a safe place to discuss everything. Can we please go home?" Softly. You all reached home, but Jimin and Taehyung directly rushed towards their respective rooms. You sighed, realizing everyone had left, but you called out to Jungkook. "Jungkook, I know that you are Yoongi's brother. I want to ask, where is Yoongi?" Shock. He wants to find out why the officers lied to him about my death. But sighed deeply. Don't worry, Yoongi and I are best friends. I didn't inform the police because someone made me realize that some relationships are more important than duty. Smile. I know, it was Officer Jimin, right? He raised an eyebrow. How? I mean, how can everyone know? You mumbled. Jungkook giggled. You know, I was there when Yoongi got the news of your death. We can't change our destiny. Some things are meant to happen. So you decided not to join the police. Before you could say anything more, you heard a gun load sound. You and Jungkook turned in the direction of the sound and saw Taeyong. Hyung softly. So you are a cop here, disguised too, disappointedly. Gulp. Taeyong, listen to me. I am not a fool. Angrily. Just then Jimin and Jenny entered. Oppa? Shut up, Jenny. You don't know anything. He is the brother of Officer Yoongi. Jimin became shocked and looked at you. You nodded in agreement, which made him frown. Put your gun down. He is not with us. I never knew. So it might have been hidden from you. Maybe you are not that important. They emphasized the word important to mock Jimin, which only made Jimin's anger rise. But before he could say anything, your eyes shifted towards Yoongi. He had his gun pointed at you. Yoongi? My brother was alive all these years. I'm not mad at any other officer, but you lied to me all this time, and that hurts. Shocked. I didn't know Yoongi. Believe me, I trusted you once. Not anymore. Sadly. Enough, Yoongi. Point his gun at Yoongi. Put your gun down. You are pointing it at a fellow officer? Glares. A team member or your lover? Glare. If that's what you think, then fine. But put the gun down. Sigh. You are taken aback as Taeyong points his gun at Jungkook, Yoongi at you, and Jimin at Yoongi. Before you can say anything, Jenny begins laughing maniacally, pointing her gun at her brother Kim Taeyong. You killed James' sister, and now he wants you dead? I am not his target. He wants you gone. Everyone's eyes widen and Taeyong's heart clenches seeing his sister pointing a gun at him. Jenny rolls her eyes. Did you think I loved you? I was only using you to gain my brother's trust. Jungkook's face falls. He truly cared about Jenny. So this all because you want to kill me? No, it's because I love James. And you killed his sister. You deserve to be punished. I didn't kill her, Jenny. I loved her. She took her own life because James locked her up, forbidding her from seeing me. I tried to reach her, but James and his men kept me away, sadly. You glanced at Taeyong, realizing the pain in his voice and eyes. You exchanged looks with Jimin and Yoongi. Stop lying, Oppa. You killed her. If you want me dead, then go. Tell James I'm waiting here for him. I will lower my guard. I am alone for you, Jenny. Jimin steps forward and slips something discreetly into Taeyong's hand. Taeyong nods, embraces Jenny and whispers, if you think your brother's a killer, then go tell James I am waiting. Jenny's expression softens briefly, but then she quickly runs off. Yoongi, I swear I didn't know anything. Sadly, please believe me. She is telling the truth. I was mistakenly shot by an officer and fell into the river. They must have made up a story or thought I would die to cover it up. Gulps. Taeyong, I am not letting you wait here alone. Taeyong looks at Jungkook, regretting his decision to point a gun at him. He pats Jungkook's shoulder. No need. Smack. Go track her. I will be there if you need me. Jimin and Taeyong exchange smirks. I gave Taeyong a tracker and he placed it on Jenny. Shrug. Wow, I didn't know you two were this close. Jimin and Taeyong glare at you playfully. I'm sorry. It's okay. Smile. I will call Jin and ask him to track Jenny. After a moment, you return with an update. Jin says he needs a few minutes. Everyone sighs. I will go with you. No, what are we supposed to tell the commissioner? That we got help from a mafia member? Plus it's risky for you. The police could catch you if something goes wrong. But you did help us by exposing James' crimes. They all smirked, glancing at Jungkook, who is visibly heartbroken. It's okay. Laughs. Yoongi. Taeyong and Jimin also burst out laughing. My heart's breaking. And you are all laughing? It's just so dramatic. Jimin glares. Sorry. None of you have the right to make fun of him. Sigh. Even if this is a little filmy, burst out. Everyone burst into laughter, trying to suppress it as your phone rings. camera skips. On my count of 3. Serious. 3, 2, 1, go. You all enter the warehouse silently taking out guards one by one. Mayan, there is something I need to tell you before anything happened to me. Stop it, Jimin. Sigh. I have loved you all these years. I have been your secret admirer. Too scared to tell you, but I don't want to have any regrets now. Sincerely. You become shocked but smile because you are waiting for his confession to say yes. We will talk about this later, but if we get hurt, I will haunt you forever. Smile. I think I would enjoy that. Smile. I think you both forget we are all wearing earpieces. Focus. Let them Namjoon. It's entertaining. Laughs. Mayan. Jimin rushes to your side as you dodge a guard's attack but stumble. A guard moves in to strike but Theon intercepts, grabbing the guards by the hair and slamming him into the wall. What are you doing here, Theon? I couldn't just sit back and wait. I'm here with Jungkook. Thanks. Smile. Go help someone else, not her. Annoyingly. Theon chuckles. Why? There aren't any other girls here? She's mine. Clears. Annoyed. Guys, get back to work. You glare at Theon and Jimin and they quickly return to silently taking down the remaining guards in the middle of the fight. I remember that James asked me to remind you about the date. What date is today? It's February 29th. Shit. Odd night? Jenny is in danger. Meanwhile, Jungkook sneaks off to save Jenny. Knowing James is just using her, he approaches the room overhearing James talking. Oh Jenny, you are so naive. Your brother was right. My sister did commit suicide, but it was because of Kim Theon. So I set all this up just like this odd nights. Goodbye, Jenny. James raises his gun to shoot Jenny, but Jungkook bursts in, shielding her and taking the bullet in his arms. The rest of you rush into the room. Enough. Game over, James. Surrender. Chuckles. You will all die together. He presses a button and jumps out of the window. Jimin and Theon immediately chase after him. Jin notices a continuous beep sound. It's a bomb. Namjoon looks panicked. Jin, you can defuse it, right? Sigh. I have defused plenty, but gulps. Jenny, take Jungkook with you and go. No. He's in pain. Jenny, please go. Jenny, nod. You too, Mayan. No, sir. We will handle this. Namjoon raises an eyebrow, chuckling lightly. You want my position, don't you? The tension in the room is thick, but to lighten the mood, everyone shares a brief chuckle. Everyone leave. No. Meanwhile, they and Jimin are in hot pursuit of James. Chase James, but Jimin suddenly stops and shoots James in the leg. James stumbles and falls. They runs to James. He grabs him by the collar. I'm not leaving you, James. I have stayed away because you are her brother, but not anymore. You have taken everything from me. My love, my sister, my happiness. They raises his gun ready to end it, but Jimin stops him. No, he is our criminal. Promptly. Come on, Jimin, not today. Angrily. No. They grab Jimin's collar, shaking him slightly. What do you think, huh? Your pathetic prison? They will hold him for a while, but after a month he will be free again. Then what? What will you do then, huh? Jimin gulps, understanding Tae's point of view. He sighs deeply. Okay, fine. Sometimes the rule doesn't matter. Duty does. Tae raises his gun again, but Jimin stops him with a hand on his arms. Wait. Jimin hands his gun to Tae, his face determined. Make it look like an encounter. Sigh. James tries to run, but he can't get far. Tae pulls the trigger, shooting him directly in the middle of his forehead. James falls to the ground lifeless. Only 4 minutes left. Do it, Jin. Done. Smile. Everyone let out a collective sigh of relief as the timer finally stops. They rush over to Jimin. Sorry, sir. He died in an encounter. Jimin, I have been through the same stage. Mayan purses her lips. But the moment cut short as the building shakes with a loud explosion. Jin? Oh God, sighs. I diffused it. Shrugs nonchalantly. Namjoon stares at him in disbelief. You are fired. Yeah, sir. And with that, everyone burst out laughing. The tension finally broken. 3 months later, Jungkook told me he's getting married this week. Wow, and he told you first? Great, sarcastically. You chuckle. By the pouty face, Jimin. Jungkook's younger than me and he is getting married first. Rolls eyes. Get back to work. Mine, you did accept his proposal, so why delay? Sighs. Fine, after this case, I will think about it. Flush. At night in one of the Thong's club, look at the girl, she is so beautiful. They mumble to each other, staring at you. I would love to try my luck, but she's look rude. Jungkook and Jennie overhear their conversation. She only looks rude, but when you talk to her, you can't help falling in love with her. Let me give it a try. He stand up, straightening his posture, but Yoongi and Theung each put a hand on his shoulders, pushing him back down into his chair. Yeah, don't you dare. I have already talked to her, falling in love and proposed, and she said yes, and he is working hard to plan the wedding. They all burst out laughing and Jimin glares at them. You stride over to join them, about to say something, but your phone rings. After a moment, you look at them seriously. Guys, get back to. Jimin stops you from giving any further commands by placing his hand gently over your lips, then picks you up in a battle style. Enough of what, Miss Ryan. It's time to make you mine. He winks at you as you snuggle your arms around his neck. I love you. I love you too. Meanwhile, thank you for forgiving me, Oppa, and you too, Jungkook. They pat Jennie on the head and Jungkook pulls her into a hug. They clear his throat, but Jennie only tightens her grip, pouting. I have no one to hug. Only Yoongi Hong is left. Yoongi glares at him, but they still hugs him despite the look that clearly says Yoongi might kill him. The end. If you really like the FF, please like, share and comment. And if you want to be the part of this illegal chims family, then subscribe to my channel. Annyeong.